1075 The Game Podcasting is sponsored by Modern Exterminating, a family-oriented company. Professional, honest, and dependable pest control solutions. We're your one-stop shop for all pests.
Former South Carolina head coach Lou Holtz has passed away at the age of 89. Holtz, of course, to South Carolina fans, was known for turning around the program that had hit some rough times. A 21-game losing streak at one point turned into 2 straight Outback Bowl wins. Because Holtz, again, took over a team that was 1-10 in Brad Scott's final year. But again, a 21-game losing streak, then completing one of the biggest turnarounds in college football history. South Carolina then would go 8-4 and 9-3, and capping both those seasons with Outback Bowl wins. I remember Holtz started his first year, the squad went 0-11. Holtz, after that, with the 2 back-to-back 8-4, 9-3, then 5-7, 5-7, 6-5, 33-37 career at South Carolina, but getting that team turned around from that 21-game losing streak to win 8 and then win 9 in back-to-back seasons, that's always going to be remembered fondly in these parts by the folks who were watching it, participated in it.
Jameson's been playing really well, and we just ran into left-handers, and that's why he hasn't played, but that was the reason why I made the change there. I love Tyler, but he just you can't miss signals, and you can't you got to stick your nose in there and drive in that run when we needed it to. But he's a great player, and I love him.
So Tyler Bach basically again missed a signal. I get that. Obviously if you're, and Tyler's been struggling, and that's part of it too, but you got to set. Here's the thing: you've got to set a line if you're Paul Maneri. You have to. And Bach's first at bat, he missed a signal, goes 0 for 1, doesn't get the run driven in, and then after that, with the strikeout, all of a sudden Aaron Jameson takes over. You're sending a message to your team. You can't miss signs. You just can't, especially when you're hitting around 200. And you've been scuffling, and they put on, whether it's a hit and run, whether it's whatever they're putting on with the signal from the third base box. You can't miss it. You just can't. And look, you're so is it Talmadge LeCroy Terra who's hitting almost 400? If he misses a signal, is Paul Maneri going to sit him down? Maybe not. But when you're hitting around 200 and then you miss a sign, again, you could be sat down, and it's a message to the team: don't miss signs. Because you can't. What if you get in a situation where you have something going on late game? Let's say you got a runner. Let's say you had a runner on first, nobody out, and if you're Paul Maneri, it's the 9th inning, it's a tie game, or you're down by a run. Let's go tie game, and you want to move that runner to second, and your guy misses a signal and he strikes out. That's a huge deal. That changes a lot. Guys can't miss signals. Look, it happens sometimes. Nobody's perfect, but is that a focus thing? Do you have other focus issues with Tyler Bach that lead you to doing that? Because sometimes you've had a couple other things that kind of make you raise your eyebrow, and then this happens. You go, I got to sit this guy down. 1962, get this. Wilt Chamberlain of the Philadelphia Warriors. Remember, he just had 100 points in a game earlier this week. He set that record playing in Hershey against the Knicks. Well, Wilt Chamberlain on this day in 1962 registers his 5th straight 50-point game and sets a single-season scoring record with over 3,900 points. Guy was just ahead of his time. He was a freak.